Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another brand new tutorial series of our channel. We'll be talking about manual testing bootcamp, and this tutorial series was again shortlisted based on the poll which we conducted on our portal, and we heard from a lot of our viewers that they would be interested to explore more in detail, in depth about what are the basic concepts of manual testing and how we can actually crack this information in terms of getting into a QA role. And a lot of people come back to me and ask that, okay, we come from a non-IT background, can we have a career in QA? And the response is yes. Of course, yes. Why not? Subjected you know about testing and what exactly testing needs from you, being someone who is looking forward to be a part of the world of testing, right? And given that all requests, given that all people who are looking forward to understand a lot of things which generally the ordinary syllabus of certifications do not cater, will be stepping into that here and trying to respond to all that topics, discussions, which would add a lot of value to the people who are already in QA, and mostly for the people who will be looking forward to build their career as a QA. So getting started today with this introduction video on talking about what is our playlist all about and what exactly can you expect from this particular tutorial series. Now, the very first thing we're talking about the objective of this session. So this tutorial series will be all about delivering you the fundamentals concept of testing, which is just going to talk about the various terminologies, various processes, different standards, or we also talk about what are the different activities, artifacts, work products which you deal with throughout testing. Right from the fundamental test process, talking about the test reporting, various documentation like test cases, test plan, what are the templates, what fields should you capture there, which is lacking as a part of our certifications part in the foundation level. So giving you that detailed information, or making a lot of people who can think of from this angle and get started with appearing in the interviews to get to be a job ready person, right? So the whole objective is to help people learn the concepts of testing as a beginner. And of course, my details will be very in depth. So a lot of people who are already working in QA can also expect certainly a lot of things here in this tutorial series. So keeping in mind that this is going to be a guide for you to be a part of the world of testing. So that's the whole objective which we are trying to deliver by end of this tutorial series. The overall agenda, of course, will be talking about various things broken down into different chapters. And if you quickly have a look here, we have broken down the entire course content into 8 different chapters, where chapter 1 will be talking about the basics of software testing, where we'll be talking about fundamental terminologies, what is testing all about, the principles, etc., which is going to be pretty much like your chapter 1 of the ISTQB Foundation, but this will be more detailed than that. So there we had restrictions to stick to our syllabus, so I could not discuss more about it, but this one will be certainly giving you a lot more detail than the outline what you had in the certifications. SDLC models, again, we'll be talking a quick outline of what are the various SDLC models and how they're different, what's the comparison between the traditional and the agile approach, what are the different methodologies under agile approach like Scrum, extreme programming, and sort of things. So giving you end-to-end understanding, right? And how to make a call, how to make a decision that why should we select a particular development model when it comes to a particular project? What are the various characteristics of each and every development model, and how testing is practiced in different methodologies, right? So we'll be making a lot of sense here when it comes to SDLC model. Chapter 3 will be test types and the levels, where he will be talking about the differentiation between the various color of boxes, right? The white box, black box, functional, non-functional. And here we'll be elaborating also on the non-functional side. I'll be giving you a quick outline of what is security testing, what is API testing, what is performance, what is recovery, and a lot many other things, right? At least from a outline point of view, so that no matter you become a functional tester, but you do understand what happens after you, right? So we'll be talking about the levels, we'll be talking about the test types, including retesting, regression testing, and many other such detailed items. Chapter 4 will drive you through the test techniques, which are fundamentally important for a manual tester to be aware of, at least from the point of getting started. Though we have covered a lot of complex techniques in our other tutorial series like advanced level, if you go to test analyst or technical test analyst certifications, you can pretty much find them. The test management, being the chapter 5, will talk about everything else in the process, which includes right from the test planning, talking about the test approach, talking about the estimation, talking about matrices, monitoring and progress, the entry and exit criteria, the test reporting, the risk and testing, and defect management, a lot many other things like that. So again, chapter 5 is going to give you a deeper dive that what exactly happens around with these stakeholders while working on a project, and what kind of responsibilities you will have in coordinating with different stakeholders. Chapter 6 will drive you through the comparison between the manual versus automation, and here it will give you a pinch of why should you look forward to learn automation, what's the career path of that, and many other things, right? And chapter 7 will quickly give you an introduction to the various tools which are available, and what kind of tools will be great for you to start learning something, what kind of tools are being commonly asked in a job role these days, and what kind of platforms you can really use these tools for, right? So a lot of detailation will happen here and give you all that information from the perspective of utilizing a tool or selecting between the tools when you are learning about a new product or software or something, right? So these are a few of the things which we may look forward to. And when it comes to chapter 8, various types of testing will be a part of it. And here we'll be going beyond, right? You know, what is AI testing? What is Salesforce testing? What is an ERP solution and cloud testing and sort of thing, right? Network testing, which are domain specific. So again, we'll be giving you a quick overview and quick itemization to understand that how the testing can happen in different ways. So this is where we'll be giving you all that as a part of the chapter 8 as an add-on bonus to give you a great understanding. So pretty much on the agenda, these are the 8 chapters which we'll be talking about and breaking them up. Coming back to intended audience, we are targeting, as you just heard in the beginning of the session, that we are targeting mainly the newcomers who are looking forward to understand everything about testing, a complete boot camp to start their career as a QA in the industry. And second is, of course, the people who are working in the industry but certainly lack some information here and there. So it will be completely like a guide on the testing world and would be really helpful for you to get everything. So intended audience mainly is the newcomers, because everything will be right from the scratch, but not really excluding the people who are already working. Expectations, you can expect a great hands-on exercises. You can expect a lot of practical approaches like writing test cases, writing test reports, managing defects, what kind of parameters you should be capturing, the details, etc. So this is not just going to be a kind of theoretical slide driven approach. You may have some interesting kind of exercises to understand this. So every single concept will be elaborated with a kind of hands-on example, a demonstration, so that you understand the pros and cons, various scenarios while you learn that topic. Well, finally, talking about the career path, the career path is to tell you, when we come there, we'll be talking about what a QA can see in himself or herself down the line few years, right? You start your journey being a QA, then you have certainly a question that where can I lead up to being a QA in an organization or in an industry? So your career path certainly takes you right from associate engineer to a senior engineer, then takes you to the lead engineer. You can become a QA lead, or you can become a test manager. And certainly you have a lot of great options to go till the test director level, right, for an organization. And the career path is equally strong. A lot of people have that intuition that QA will leave you as a QA forever. No, not at all. you do have great career opportunities beyond being a test manager or being a senior test lead or something. You would really have great recognitions and opportunities for you to grow up, right? So we will be talking about those also as a part of our different segments when we come to these chapters. So keeping it short and simple, this is what was the introduction video to talk about, and just wanted to give you that insight that this is what we are planning for you to be a part of this boot camp. And this boot camp certainly just doesn't give you basic outline. This is going to be a full-fledged training without any cost, right? So no matter you just go to any institute or you go through this playlist, the outcome will be same, probably better as well, because you're learning from me, and we have seen your responses, we have seen your feedback all the time, that how good you are finding these learnings and tutorials from me. So I'm really happy to add more value to all of you. So that's all from this particular tutorial, team. We are just getting started. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video, team, and happy learning.